Happening today in just a few hours, we are expecting to hear from Border Czar Tom Homan. Homan arrived in Minnesota last week. At today's press conference, we expect to receive updates on Operation Metro Surge. Just last week, Homan discussed a possible drawdown in federal enforcement in Minnesota. He'll be speaking at 8 a.m. today. You can stream that on our free streaming channel, CBS News Minnesota. And make sure you stay with WCCO for any updates.
Let's get to the very latest from the live desk. New questions this morning about coordination or the lack thereof between Minnesota and federal immigration officials. Let's check in with Maria Lisignoli, breaking it down.
Yes, that's right. Now we're talking about detainer requests. The Trump administration has accused the state of not honoring detainer requests from ICE, which Corrections Commissioner Paul Schnell has strongly denied. In fact, Schnell says more than 100 non-citizens currently in Minnesota custody do not have federal immigration detainers on them. He says this is despite the state notifying the feds about them. Detainers are administrative requests, not criminal warrants, that ICE sends to a state prison or county jail asking to be notified before a person is released. According to Schnell, the state carried out a review of its prison population and found 380 non-U.S. citizens are in state custody. Of them, there are 110 people the federal government could have placed a detainer on, but did not. He argues this lack of action undercuts claims from federal officials that Minnesota is blocking access to its prisons. Schnell says, quote, "When they say, 'Let us into your prisons,' our response is, 'We are notifying you, and you're not even requesting everyone you could.'" Also saying collaboration, conversations, working together to know who these targets are. That does make good sense, and that has not happened to date. CBS News has reached out to DHS for comment. We did not hear back.
Hey, Maria, we know you're talking about state prisons here. That's the focus here. What about county jails?
Yes, cooperation between local jails and ICE varies widely across the state. As we've reported, several counties have agreements on some level with federal immigration, either housing inmates or helping ICE operations. But many, including some of the state's biggest counties, don't have that cooperation. That's something some federal officials say has contributed to Operation Metro Surge.
All right, now Maria Lisignoli with the latest from the live desk. Maria, thank you. New this morning, the Ramsey County Board denounced what it calls aggressive tactics used by federal agents in Operation Metro Surge. It was a unanimous vote. The Ramsey County Board called for an independent investigation of the, quote, preventable and brutal killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Commissioners also directed the county manager to continue the county's response to Operation Metro Surge. That includes things like providing eviction prevention and food security, virtual options of county services, and more.
The brothers of Renee Good gave an emotional testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday. This is following the killing of their sister last month by a federal agent.
The deep distress our family feels because of Renee's loss is in such a violent and unnecessary way is complicated by feelings of disbelief.
This was the first time that we've heard from Good's siblings since the fatal shooting last month. They say their family is consumed with grief, and they described their, quote, desperation to see a change in ICE tactics. Yesterday was also the first time that we heard from Aaliyah Rahman, who says that she has autism and a traumatic brain injury. She says she was on her way to a medical appointment when agents surrounded her on all sides. She says they gave conflicting instructions. Rahman described conditions at the Whipple Federal Building where detainees are held as, quote, horrific.
Approaching the Whipple Center, I saw black and brown bodies shackled together, chained together, being marched by yelling agents outdoors. I continue to hear the word bodies because that is how agents refer to us. We're bringing in a body. They're bringing in bodies, 7, 8 at a time. Where do I put them? We can't use that room. There's already a body in there. You have no reason to believe you will make it out alive if you are already being called a body.
Rahman told lawmakers on Capitol Hill that she no longer can lift her arms normally, that she was never told to show an ID. She was never read her rights, she says, or told she was under arrest. Ultimately, she says she was not charged with a crime either. We also reached out to DHS for comment about the conditions at the Whipple building, but have not yet heard back.
We don't know how many others are in the same situation that didn't get a photo that went viral.
Governor Tim Walz is referring to this photo of 5-year-old Liam Ramos. He and his dad are back in Minnesota after nearly 2 weeks at a detention center in Texas. Just yesterday, Governor Walz said he wrote Secretary Nelm demanding to know how many kids are in detention centers, where, why, and details about their rights to due process. Liam goes to school in Columbia Heights, and just yesterday, the school district said 4 other students are still in federal custody, but late last night, we learned one of them will be released.
So that student is Elizabeth Zuna. She's a 4th grader who the district says was detained with her mother last month while they were on their way to school.
The image of Elizabeth's father will stay with me forever. I watched him sit in his car, bury his head in his hands, and cry uncontrollably.
Columbia Heights superintendent says that both Elizabeth and her mom will be released from the detention facility in Dilley, Texas. That the timeline is unclear because of a measles outbreak there. Federal immigration surge has had a deep impact here on the Minnesota economy.
Meet Minneapolis says a recent survey sent to its partners found 80% of respondents have experienced canceled, postponed, or reduced bookings or sales in the wake of the ICE surge. The tourism organization says its more than 100 survey responses include restaurants, hotels, retail shops, service providers, arts and event organizers, and just shy of 75% of responses say absenteeism is affecting operations.
We know that everyone has their own personal kind of decisions that they have to make for their family right now. But for those that feel that they can move about the city safely and those that have the means to do so, we're really encouraging to help support these small businesses right now.
In an effort to boost business, Meet Minneapolis recently announced the Minneapolis for Minneapolis campaign, inviting people to do things like shop locally, visit neighborhood restaurants, and tip generously. For more information, you can head to our website, WCCO.com. And businesses across the river in St. Paul say they're feeling the impacts of Operation Metro Surge as well. And a community grant aims to help them keep afloat.
The Latino Economic Development Center says that they're offering grant money to immigrant-owned businesses. In just the last 2 days, 200 have applied. El Guacanaco is one of the places that's seeing far fewer customers. Employees are concerned, and they closed one of their 5 locations.
It's very stressful to write a check to pay a supplier for your basic materials, only to realize you might not have the funds to cover it.
Margarita, she's originally from El Salvador, has been in the U.S. for 20 years. Her focus now is to keep the business up and running.